Welcome back. In the previous part, we found a rift back to Rize Maxia, but Jude wanted to make sure everyone was ready for the fight ahead of them, because we're gonna have to fight Gaius. Because he's not gonna change his mind, so probably gonna have to kill him. But something I've been neglecting for a little.
I don't understand. The spirit fossil came off. How is she able to continue walking?
Oh, he actually just called it out. Alright then. Yeah, it's like, yeah, her spirit fossil on her leg is just gone. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, something I'm neglecting, that was it. It's like sorting out new weapons and stuff, so let's expand the shop here. So donate materials. So, what we got? We want bugs. Like, look how many things we've got, and I've not done anything about it. It's like, jeez. We're not in bugs for a start. So that goes up to that much. We're not even in bugs. We're not in bugs. That's bugs. So is there a way to tell it to do them all? Yes. That way. Up to level 47. Right there. It's like all these new weapons we've got. All these new weapons that would have helped quite a bit. Right, so this we want the ore ones. At a level 51. I really should have paid attention to this a bit more. Discounts on everything as well. Item shop, I guess, will increase that one as well. It could be worth having all this stuff. Level 43. Good to have the stuff. Accessories, it's good to have accessories. Like, it's been. I really should have done this a while ago. Terrible. It's terrible. I just feel so. I don't even know what the right wording is. Just so like, oh, I should have done this so long ago. All these extra foods that I can now have. Alright, so let's see what weapons we can buy. That's down. That's up, so we'll have one of them. Yeah, we'll have one of them. It's down, it's down. Some of them are down. Seems strange. Apart from Minas. I suppose maybe they got new weapons from when, like, we switched over to Mila's story. They went and bought new weapons somewhere, I suppose. Guess that happened. Oh, you really just made me get. No, not by 10. It's like get a new sword instantly. It's terrible. No one else's is upgraded. Alright. Look at the armor then. Alright, so that's down. It's up there. Yeah, everyone else seems to have really good armor. So is that good? Whether or not that worked out nicely, I don't know. Oh no, it seems to have done it all correctly. Right. That's me. Oh. Say something then.
So this entire city is powered by Spyrex.
Yep. This world turns by stealing energy from spirits.
And killing them. Don't forget the killing them part.
Olympias has been doing that since ancient times. That's why it's rich in spirit fossils and little else.
How can everyone be so calm about killing spirits? With so many spirits gone, even nature is starting to disappear.
Olympians don't know that spirits create nature, or even that they're alive to begin with. All they know is that their primary energy source is drying up.
Yet they're not doing anything about it.
I mean, we are. It's like researching the new stuff. That's exactly what you want them to do. What?
We've progressed this far by relying on Spyrex. We can't remake our society overnight. Could you immediately stop using spirit arts if someone told you to?
No.
No, I don't think we could. Rize Maxia couldn't exist without humans and spirits working together to cast spirit arts.
Symbiotic coexistence, eh? Must be nice. Maybe we mana-lobeless Olympians are simply destined for extinction.
Or you crossbreed, as I've said before, and you end up having mana lobes in future generations. I'm assuming it's a genetic trait that's dominant, that's the word.
I do suspect that was the destiny Maxwell originally had in mind, but I have no intention of adhering to Destiny's plans.
I envy your strength.
If you have time for envy, you have time to act. With your actions, this situation can change.
Change the entire world, huh? That's not really my style, but Maybe just this once.
I mean, we may as well give it a go. It's a weird little cocky smile she did that. Why am I over here?
I'm quite impressed with these armaments. I'm all the stronger for the skill of their craftsmen.
I don't know. You were pretty strong to begin with.
Right, anyway, I was going to the item... No, I was going to the accessory shop. That's what I was doing. Very tempted by that. Physical defense goes up with everyone, but... Is there anything better I can have here? Ooh, hello. Silver leggings on everyone, please. Just like very generic things. It covers all the bases sort of thing. Did it not equip them? Of course it didn't. It doesn't equip them. Iron leg. We're at iron? Down at iron, really. So we've gone from iron to silver. That's quite a leap. Quite a leap. Wait, iron? Did I go around through them all already? Oh. That was quick. Quicker than I expected, obviously. Right, so what I'm going to do now is dump into the weapon shop everything else. Because why not? Why not? Let's see if we can get loads of other stuff come up. What do we get? Get some new weapons. Good, good, good. Okay, nope. So that's good. Useless, 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 useless. Okay. So we got several new blades for Milla, is what happened there. Alright. That's pretty much all we got, though. Let's get rid of all these other items, because we still need the money. That's the only thing. And then we'll go see Balin after we've sorted this. Could have done this in between the parts, but I think it's important to show every so often me doing this stuff so you know what's going on in between the parts. Probably best not to sell these things, but oh well. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Right, so items. Make sure we got a few more items before we head off anywhere. Pineapple Joe. Why is it not? Oh, because I'm maxed out. Oh. I was wondering why it wasn't going up. It's like, because you're maxed. It's like, oh. Life bottles. Coming soon. Alright. I forgot about the all divides. Specific plus. I'll have several of them, please. There we go. Spent all our money. Right, off to Balin's apartment then. Hold on, is that shiny? It's a shiny. Give me that shiny. Where do I get to? I want the shiny. Give me that shiny. There's some cats there. Oh no, some pigeons. Hey, what about that? There's no life around. There's like pigeons are still here though. Dogs. I've seen dogs. Just lies. Just lie. Like it's. They went on about like there's no like life. It's like there's grass here. There's bushes. It's almost like the developers are like, well, I still want to make it look pretty. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't fit with it. Oh, it's gotta look pretty though. Like, but then it doesn't. No, it's gotta look pretty. It's like, all right, fine, we'll make it look pretty and ruin the premise of the story. But as long as it looks pretty, God, that's what I imagine happened anyway. There he is. Feel free to use this room whenever you like. We're all friends here, aren't we? Just. Bit old for swings, aren't you?
What are you doing, Alvin?
The answer is no. No one's too old for swings.
Figured I'd stay away, since everyone's so sick of me.
Maybe because you're a big fat liar.
Yeah, that's just who I am, all right. And what about you, Elise? Wondering what to do?
Yeah, I just don't know what the right choice is.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't know much about being a kid. Never really had a childhood.
So were you a member of Exodus ever since you were just a little boy?
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was okay to trick people. When things would go bad, I'd just disappear. I'd take the path of least resistance. I pretty much just did whatever didn't hurt me, that's all.
Then, does that mean you won't be going with Milla and Jude?
You know what? That kid forces me to wake up and smell reality. They're all just so mature, the way they hide their real feelings about me.
Oh, now I get it. You're lonely, aren't you, Alvin?
I've never been much for expressing my feelings, I suppose. But even if they do hate me, I have to stick it out. I'm not leaving this time.
So does that mean that you really want to be their friend again?
I've learned that building real trust with people takes a lot more work than you think.
Being a grown-up sounds like an awful lot of pain.
It seems like the older you get, the tougher it is to share your feelings with others. Anyway, no one will want to be friends with me until I can make the first move. It's hard, but it sure beats being alone.
I wonder what I'm supposed to do now. What do I have to do to become happy?
Well, it's different for everyone. You just have to find what works for you. I'm sure you know what you want by now.
I guess so. It hasn't been easy, but I've learned a lot traveling with everybody. I know that. I definitely don't want to stop, that's for sure. I want to keep on learning more, and I want to make some new friends.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Some help you are.
I told you, I'm the wrong guy to ask about this stuff. Sorry about that, kid. Huh?
That's a thank you. I just wanted you to know that from now on, I'm gonna be your friend, okay?
How come the kids are the wisest people in this group?
Elise is so sweet.
Trouble sleeping, young miss?
Yeah, I still haven't made up my mind. What about you?
I've reached a decision. I have decided to go with them.
I see. I wonder if I'm the only one who's still on the fence.
You're not alone.
Huh?
When Lord Klein passed away, I inherited the keys to the kingdom along with many doubts.
But eventually you figured out what to do, right? I used to think that everything works out if you do your best, but I've been proven wrong every time.
Does Agria still haunt you?
I keep thinking there might have been something else I could have done for her.
I know that feeling well.
Oh, you mean with King Noctigal?
Am I that easy to read? Let me tell you, life does not become any simpler the older you get. But I must say, I am a bit surprised by you.
In what way?
I was under the impression that Jude was the one who occupied your every waking thought.
Come on now, don't be silly. Is it obvious?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
You know, I once thought that if I became a nurse, that I might find happiness. After all, when Jude's happy, I'm happy. Simple enough, right? But now, I'm starting to get the feeling that Jude just might be better off without me. I mean, I don't want to get in his way again, you know?
Leia, would you like to know what my reasons are and why I've decided to go along with Jude and Milla?
Are you willing to tell me?
I would like to be there to walk with them in the future that they wish to create.
That sounds like you.
But that's not all.
Huh?
I plan to take the lead and pull the two of them along behind me. That is my true desire.
And I? What do I really want?
I think you already know your answer, miss.
What I really want is to see Jude's smiling face again. I suppose that's it. That's a good reason, isn't it?
It's a reason, I suppose.
Hey. Don't you want to sit?
You've changed.
Not really. To be honest, I'm so scared I can't even sleep.
I told you before, if we can just dispel the schism, I'll handle everything from there. There's no reason for you to be afraid.
Milla! If the schism disappears, so will the temporal crossroads, right?
Yes. The destruction of the schism means the death of Maxwell. The temporal crossroads were born from Maxwell and that unique spirit climb, so they will vanish too.
Why? Why didn't I realize what's happened to you? I know. You never told me because you wanted me to find my own answer first. Isn't that right? Milla?
It was just easier for me that way.
Huh?
The entity known as Maxwell is essential for the spirits. So they will need a new Maxwell.
Then we won't be able to stay together anymore?
The sadness of parting is a human emotion. Such emotions no longer apply to me.
And there's no other way, is there?
Maxwell created me, so perhaps he could restore my human body. Jude, is that what you really want? Let's create a new future for all the spirits and people in the world. And let's create it together.
together. Thanks. Gaius!
Is Muse with you?
Just relax. I've come here to tell you something, and that's all.
Then talk.
We are ready to commence our operation, to wipe out every Spyrix in Olympias.
So your attack from before was just to check whether Spyrites were usable?
Exactly.
You came here to tell us that?
No. Listen. You have a dream for the future of the world that is vastly different from mine. So...
You plan to fight us here?
This is a piece of Muse's power.
The power to slice through space?
What of it?
Here, I give you a chance to return to Riza Maxia quietly if you choose to.
You'd still offer us a chance to end things peacefully.
Gaius, you know full well that we can't walk the same path. Not anymore.
So you say. But I wonder if Milla agrees with that.
Why should I? What makes you think I've wavered?
One can only handle so much. Take Muse, for example.
What about her?
She is very torn. She has incredible power, yet she knows not how to use it. In hindsight, I was cruel to force such a weak person to become strong so suddenly.
You want to save her too, don't you?
Along with the rest of my people. Stand down, and I will take over.
Your words cannot shake my will, nor can they alter my mission. It remains unchanged, even after all this time.
I see.
Jude. Our choices matter. They're meaningful for precisely that reason, because they're our choices. Following the will of others will lead nowhere. That's why our choice right now is more important than our own survival. So Jude, please. Watch over me so that I stay on my path until the very end.
Yes, I promise.
Paused? Oh, the controller turned off. It's a good job I did it at that point. I was like, just waiting for the scene to just stop. And it's like, and then it pauses at that point? Terrible. Terrible. There we go. It's like, that was oddly timed with the pause. It's like the controller knew.
Sleep well?
The thing is, I had the controller in my hand the whole time. So that means I've been sat still watching that scene. So still that the controller turned off. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That might have been the best sleep I've had in my entire life. I was dead to the world.
What? It's not spoilers.
I decided I'm coming with you. I won't bore you with my reasons, though.
Alright, fair enough.
Thanks, Leia. Let's do our best.
I thought we were going to do our worst. Oh god, now we've got to do our best. We've got to actually put effort in.
Yep.
I'm coming too.
And me 3.
Well, yes, of course.
I shall accompany you as well.
Wouldn't do for the only Olympian here to sit this one out.
So you've made up your minds.
Then there's something we need to tell you. Check this out.
Nifty knife.
Gaius brought this to us last night. He called it a piece of Muse's power.
Does that mean we could use it to tear open the breach?
Looks like it.
Gaius truly is inscrutable.
He's mocking us.
No, he's giving you a fair chance, really.
I don't think so. We might be fighting against one another, but he's a good guy.
Nice to see her actually talking to me.
Well...
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's a bummer there's nobody here to send off the heroes!
I mean, Balin's around, surely.
That shouldn't be a problem.
We'll just have to accept that we're unsung heroes.
Who needs an adoring crowd? Let's have a pre-battle cheer!
Oh, do we have to?
If you insist.
Couldn't hurt.
Make sure to put some feeling into it.
Indeed.
Here goes nothing. Everyone, let's finish what we started.
Somehow that's still oddly timed well with the music. This music reminds me more of Star Ocean, though. Really does. Alright, there we go. We got Muse's knife. And I think what we shall do is watch the musing about Muse skit.
Muse seems to have fallen completely under Gaius's control.
I'd say it's more that Muse has finally found someone she can rely on. She had been yearning for someone to guide her.
That girl has some big-time dependency issues.
She's like my own dark shadow. I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Whatever the nature of their relationship, Muse's ability to manipulate dimensional space is now in Gaius's hands. That is no trivial matter.
Agreed. Even the great spirits are no match for a blade that can sever dimensional barriers.
That doesn't sound promising. Should we turn tail and run away?
Yes, that's exactly what we should do and just let your world fall into ruin? What are you on about?
Yes, let's do that.
Oh.
Do you really think I would say such a thing?
Yeah?
Of course not.
No.
You know me well.
Right, so anyway, Dimensional Rift is what we're after. So let's see here, Dimensional Breach. Sorry, not Rift, Breach. Oh, I expected the scene to start straight away, but no. But we should be able to go back to Rize Maxia now, and I think there's one scene in particular we should go look at, because it's relevant.
Jude, you're up.
Can we look before we leap?
No.
Less looking, more leaping.
Not so fast.
What now?
You really think we can beat Gaius and Muse like this?
What do you mean by this?
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet.
What do you plan to do?
I don't think that's what he's implying.
Do we need to take care of any business back in Rize Maxia?
Yes.
We can go back?
Well, yeah.
Yes, we can probably return to Rize Maxia from the temporal crossroads.
Alvin has a point. We cannot expect help from anyone.
In other words, we must be fully prepared.
Right. We gotta think these things through. We're on our own after all.
Good point.
It's an okay point. I'll call it a good point. It's debatable. Right, let's head into the temporal crossroads.
Ready, everyone?
No!
Last one in has to kiss Tipo!
What?
Hey, no fair!
She nearly fell.
I gotcha.
No need to worry. We're all bound for the same destination.
The floor.
Guess we'll never get the knack for doing things as a group.
Hey, it's worked for us so far.
Blind luck.
I guess you're right.
We've got Leia here, so.
Well, looks like we're up. What?
Blech.
Hey, nice of you to join us. Either we ended up in a different place from last time, or it got a major remodel.
Gaius must have used Maxwell's power to alter things here. Where's Leia?
Where'd you go?
I found another breach like the one we came through.
That's the one we want.
Don't tell me you went in it.
I did. It leads to Riza Maxia, so that's the wrong way.
Well, no, it's the right way. That's where we're going, Leia.
Then Gaius and Muse must be that way.
This presents a dilemma. I assumed we would just be following the same path as last time.
At your age, Rowen, never assume things will be easy.
I just very wise thoughts there from Tipo.
Well said. We have other dangers to contend with besides Gaius and Muse.
Better keep our guard up.
Let's go, everyone.
Right, so which way? No, up there. That's what we want. We'll avoid you for now, and we'll avoid the let's talk to Balin for now as well. That's all I want to do. An Ore Divide, lovely. The only problem with the Ore Divide is like, yes, it lowers the damage the enemies do to me, but it lowers the damage I do to the enemies. Hence, Ore Divide. You can now travel between Rize, Maxia, and Olympias on the world map. Good. Yes, that's where it's placed us. Right, so this is where we're going to end this part, because in the next part, you may remember a while ago, a long while ago, Jude's dad seemed to be a member of Exodus. And there was that whole thing where little Mathis was mentioned on the other side, on the Olympia side. So we're going to go see Jude's dad. I think you know where this is going, but we'll find out in the next part. Ta-ta for now.